All right, you guys, livestock feed constitutes a huge percentage of your expenditures. As a farmer, you should always keep in mind that the most expenses will be coming from animals' feed. Not only that, you will also have to take into account that the choice of your animal feeds will guarantee the rapid growth of your livestock, because every farmer's dream is to make sure that their animal grow faster so that they're ready for the market, right? That's right. Every farmer's concern is to see success. In order to claim success as a farmer, you will need to experience some form of growth. There are multitude ways of doing pig farming, or there are many practices of pig farming. I am not yet qualified to recommend what way works the best or what practices you should follow, right? I am now following what it is recommended to me by another fellow farmer who has been in the business for decades now, and he's also a vet. I made a proposition to him to treat my pigs, and we came to an agreement. Now we are in business together. He will be treating my pigs, and he also recommended a unique pig feeds that guaranteed rapid growth for my pigs, or any pigs for that matter. In a period of 6 months from now, I will come back here on this channel to discuss the outcome with you guys, because I can't just be having this conversation with you without some sort of a follow-up. So I will follow through and come back and tell you guys whether those pig feeds that he recommended to me was effective enough or actually did the job, right? All right, you guys, as I stated earlier, animal feeds will constitute the higher percentage of your expenditures out of everything you're going to be spending money on. And speaking of pig feeds, I purchased at least 6 or 7 different products that are going to be used for my pig consumptions. If you guys are curious what those 5 products are and how that mixture is done, let me know in the comment section down below. I will make a separate video talking to you guys what those 5 products are. But for the purpose of this video, let me tell you this, guys. Understand that when you are raising animals, it is very important to conduct research on what kind of feeds that they need, so that your animals are well fed, so that you don't end up spending way more money than you should. Let me share with you this. I have spent an amount of up to $82 for everything I have acquired. And I have about 7 piglets, right? That are between 3 months and 4 months. That's gonna last me for about a period of 4 months or maybe 5 months. When the 5 months period is up, then I am going to purchase another one. Maybe it will end up costing me a little more when that is due, just because the animals will not be 4 months then. They will grow probably much bigger, and it will require me to spend a little bit more because their consumption level will increase, which is common sense, right? However, it is very crucial that you take into factor who you are collaborating with and what they know. Obviously, the guy on the clip is somebody that I am collaborating with because he's been a farmer for decades now and he knows exactly what he's doing. We had a very lengthy conversation in regards to different pig breeds and animal feeds. And he told me both go in tandem, but not necessarily great pigs genetics guarantee that those animals are going to produce or are going to grow faster. You will also need to consider things that you are feeding them. Those different products are very, very important. It told me one thing. On his farm, he owns local pigs. When I say local pigs, I mean those that we grew up seeing in Africa, or in particular in Congo. And with the same strategy, with the same pig feeds, those animals have shown rapid growth within a period of between of 4 up to 6 months. And they were ready for the markets. They were ready to be butchered and or sold to the market. That intrigued a lot of curiosity from me, that I asked multiple other questions and I got the answers that I was looking for. Maybe after the 5 or 6 months period, whatever results that I'm going to be experiencing, of course I will share that with you. And maybe all of you will learn something new just as much as I learned. So now I just have to be patient and wait for the outcome. And I will be very, very glad to come back here to discuss those with you guys. That's why I'm making this video, to raise awareness, because I want all of us to win. I want all of us to be on the same page. Sharing information these days, some of them sell information. That's why you have a lot of people doing consultation, because they don't want to share what they have learned, because they feel like they have spent money to get what they were at, but now they can't share that knowledge for free, which is understandable. But on my end, I consider that being greedy and being selfish. What I'm learning now, guys, those information, you better believe, will be available on my YouTube channel as soon as possible. Remember, on my channel, I keep advocating for all of us to move back to Africa to invest. Even though that's unrealistic, it's not all of us are interested in doing business back in Africa. These particular products, guys, you are looking at this clip, it is a very unique pig feed that you would need to feed your animal at least once a day after they've already fed, after they've already eaten. My guy told me this is more like a highly nutritious pig feeds that is filled with different, proteins and many other things, right? These pellets are very necessary when you're growing. All right, you guys, now let me introduce you to our second vague or second flock of pigs. I don't know if that's even a word for the pigs, but anyways, so the second time around we added 5 additional pigs, which I have communicated with you in the previous video. The primary goal was to start with at least 10, but we were blessed enough to start with 9. There isn't really much different there. However, we got 7 females and 2 males. Guys, you already know that in this business, when you get into it, you go all the way in. You have to take into factor that these pigs must need to be treated. These pigs will need to be taken care of. And keep in mind, their structures will need to be disinfected every now and then, because pigs are animals that require a special kind of treatments. A lot of money has to be invested while you are doing pig farming. It is an attempt to warn some of you who are considering to get into pig farming that pigs are unique animals, and there are greater benefits of doing pig farming as well. I'm speaking from a perspective of a guy who had tried this for the first time. I keep thinking in my mind that I failed the first time, but technically I didn't take any kind of actions that led to the failure. The failure was something that I could not control. This was more of governmental instability in that area. Government should have guaranteed security or safety to the local population when these attacks occurred. There was nothing on my hand that I could do to stop this sort of attacks. However, I've learned a lot of things from that. Now this second time around, I'm coming much stronger and much more optimistic than I was before when I first started. Guys, if you're getting some value throughout this video, give me a like, and also remember to subscribe to the video. Now that you are learning step by step what it is required to run a pig farm, now ask yourself questions like, all right, am I able or am I capable of carrying out these duties knowing everything that I am learning from this channel? Well, I can't answer those questions for you. You are the one watching this video. You probably have those answers for yourself. But if you ask for my opinion, is it worth the try? Hell yeah. Absolutely. You go ahead and try it and see the end results for yourself. Like I said, now these animals physically are looking in much better health, but believe it or not, the vet has assured me that it will come back next time around to check on the pigs to make sure everything is okay. But from what they have observed so far, when they had just arrived at the farm, right, they had provided them with feeds that I already had available. Some of them ate with no problems. Some of them were kind of slacking off. So that is a major sign saying that there are some bacteria or there are some sicknesses that are going on that the vet will have to come back to the farm and check it out. And when he determines or find out what the problem is, then they will bring medication and treat the pigs. Stick around for that episode as I will release it in the next video. You guys understand that everything that I am doing, I'm doing it for myself, for my betterment, because I have a goal, right? But those of you that are watching who are considering to do the exact same thing, that's a great thing too. You're doing the right thing by collecting as much information as you can possibly collect, and then base your decisions on information that you have collected, which is one of the most proficient way to go about it. But you need also to take into account that when you are doing something that you are passionate about, but you don't have any sort of knowledge, find a way to connect with people you know who have been into the business and who have been doing it for a very long time to help you get there. I'll give you my own personal example. I've never raised pig before. I've discussed on my channel that at one point I have raised chicken in my parents' backyard. This was a very long time ago. I may not even remember certain things that my mom was teaching me back then. When I'm ready to start poultry farming again, I will need people to help me out, get through all of that, right? But with this pig farming, I was just doing things the way I thought I knew how. But now I have associated people, not only the vet, he's also a pig farmer who knows what the deal is, right? I have made a deal with him that he will be checking on my farm and actually train my staff so that they know what they're doing. I was lucky enough to hire somebody who's running the piggery, who has already worked for different pig farms in the past, and he has that knowledge he has brought onto my farm, which I'm very appreciative of. But like we always say, that knowledge, it's, there's no limits when it comes down to learning, right? So he's willing to learn new things that he's discovering from a new guy here who's willingly helping me, not necessarily because I'm paying him, but because he wants my farm to be successful, right? So he's going to be coming back and forth to check on things and recommend certain things. And from the first time he had visited, he had already identified some of the issues that he believed if we don't fix them soon enough, it will cause chaos within the farm. And I have taken those into consideration, and I will address them accordingly moving forward. If you guys are serious about what those problems are, stick around on this channel. Make sure to subscribe and come back to see I will discuss that in one of the next videos. So you got to stay tuned for that, okay? Oh my God. We're approaching summertime. It's really getting hot out here. Let me take a little sip of this, cold water. I really don't drink cold water like that, but for this now, I have to. Hell yeah. All right, so that's where I stand with that. So if you're very excited about this journey just as much as I am, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and also share the video with a friend. Now it's almost 6 o'clock. I got an early shift today. I'm starting at 8 a.m., which means I have to be on the road at 7. So I'm the type of guy who hate being late for work, right? I'll always get there like an hour early and I'm just chilling in the garage until it's time for me to go in and get changed. I appreciate you tuning in though to watch this video, and stick around for the next video as I will share with you how the animal will be treated and also talk more in depth about this animal feeds that this guy had recommended, which I, by the way, share with you on this video. And if you are doing something similar and you are curious and you would like to try this try this feed out, go to my YouTube tab and reach out to me via email, and we will discuss about further emailing back and forth. All right, you guys, thank you again. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.